Welcome back. It is time to go and find that package. See what's inside. So right now we are in the lair, which is Noah's little hideout for all the runners. And got some television screens up here. Basically trying to indoctrinate everybody. Guess Noah's got nothing to say to me right now.
My clothes.
No man brought them here just after you were caught. I've upgraded your beat with a map mod of glass. You'll need it to get around and to find the smaller runs spread out across the city.
Okay, so we've got our clothes, and now we're going to learn about the upgrade system. This is an addition from the first game. It's kind of an unnecessary addition to give the sense of progression game as a character, which is kind of where we're at with games in general nowadays. You know, everything needs to have experience and talent points and things like that. You know, it's forgivable. They're pretty good about doling out the points. You're not grinding a lot or anything like that, and when you are grinding, you're still out exploring the city, running around and doing what the game is good at, which is basically just having fun out there on your parkour playground. So we're forced down the path of upgrading a piece of our gear, which is the beat map. And you'll notice that we have a lot of stuff unlocked, which is kind of interesting that they chose to do this. I guess it's one of the ways to bake in some tutorials without having to have a dedicated tutorial screen. So it's just talking about a lot of the stuff that we've already been introduced to. It's not a terrible way of doing it. I've seen some people complain about that, but I think it was a little bit clever if you think about it. Okay, so we're going to upgrade to get the beat map using our artificially distributed point. And here we are on the map. It's a very pretty map. It's much the same style as in Mirror's Edge 1. You can move around by dragging. You can zoom in and out. You can rotate. See the lovely city. Okay, so we can set a waypoint here by right-clicking. And we can also left-click to open and learn new things about the particular point of interest. Okay, it's time to go visit the Birdman. It's nice to have the runner's vision to help you usually get out of where you are and on track to where you need to get going.
We'll be glad to see you. It's one of the few things that hasn't changed at all.
There you are.
What do you want?
Oh, just to look at you. While you're still in one piece. Dogan expects prompt payment, you know.
And he'll get it.
Yes. Yes, he will. Now run along.
So my best friend is out of prison and she doesn't even come to visit?
Hey, Nomad. How's it going?
Way better now that you're out. And it just so happens that I could also use your help.
I'm on my way to Birdman.
Yeah, I heard. I'd say that geezer can wait, but it's your choice. Check your map for where to find me.
So we can check our map right now. I think maybe that's him up there. Oh no, he's over here. So we kind of have a choice here. We can either go to Birdman or visit Nomad, but I think we'll just stay on course, get this out of the way, and then we'll head back and talk to Nomad.
As soon as you're done with Birdman, we'll see about getting your situation with Dogan sorted out. And then we can put all this behind us.
So that chirping noise we can hear, anyone who's played the first game or is familiar with the first game will know that whenever we see this symbol here, there is a runner's bag lurking nearby, and it usually requires you to use some of the moves you've used or something you've learned along the way. It's relatively easy because it's the first one you run into. It's kind of cute. I never noticed that. You don't get anything for picking up runner's bags other than an achievement. A little too far. Here we are. Talk to the Birdman. Noah sent you to talk to the Birdman, one of the first runners in the city and an old friend. Supposedly, he has new hoops for you to jump through in order to prove your skill.
Easy, easy there. Leave my door alone. Patience never was your virtue, Faith.
Thought you were taking a nap. Isn't that what old people do?
Careful with that mouth, girl. I guess 2 years of peace and quiet is all I get.
Yeah, I missed you too.
Noah wanted me to test you. I told him I'd do no such thing. But I have a dash for you. Enough to test yourself.
So that's good.
I already fed you, Calliope. Get off of me. Damn rats with wings. Never leave me alone. But they have their uses.
Patience never was your virtue.
True. That's why I can smell my own. Now off with you. Show them other runners that you got your uses too. It's good to have you back, girl.
So dashes are short missions,
I can imagine which one.
just to basically get the shortest
Yeah, I
time
ran it so many
you
times I
can.
could do it blindfolded.
They're low pressure. You don't have to hit any target time in particular. It's kind of nice, especially if you're not super competitive.
One more thing, Faith. The march route is not always the best one. You only need to reach the goal in the shortest time possible. The way you take doesn't matter.
They aren't kidding when they say that in later missions, if you use the prescribed route, you probably won't make it. But this one's nice and easy. Look, time to even open the door nicely. See here, I can hop up over the railing rather than running around the stairs like it sort of implies. Slide and finish. Gives you an idea of how quickly people have done it. Now, they've done it in 0.18 seconds, which I find a little hard to believe. So
Your dash time is
I'm
up on
assuming
the
that
period.
somebody's
Not
found out
bad.
how to hack
Glad
the
to see you still got it.
I don't know, the list, the database. For completing a mission, we get a new upgrade point, and absolutely the first thing I'm going to upgrade is to get a movement ability, not the quick turn, we'll get that later, the skill roll. So it allows us to roll out of our jumps, which will make us dizzy, but cut down our
Faith, I need your
running
help.
time.
We just barely repelled a Kruger-sec attack on the beat. A lot of data got scattered all over the city, and now it's leaking through the grid. Please tap into any leaks you see, and we'll get that data reassembled.
So he's referring to these things here. Arbitrary collectibles. And there we go, that's our new ability. The skill roll. So these little collectibles are just all over the city for you to gather up. Gives you something to do, a little bit more purpose. I get that some people think it's a contrived thing, but it is nice to have an objective. Totally going the wrong way here. And I think rather than going where it tells us to go, which might be back to the lair, we're going to go visit... Oh, it wants us to go back to do Birdman. Okay, yeah, we'll finish the whole Birdman quest first. Although... Yeah, no, we're going to go finish... We're going to go finish with Birdman. Not start any new threads. Regarding collectibles in this game, they're not punitive when it comes to dying and collecting items. So if you have to jump off of a building to get something, you get to keep it. You don't have to like figure out how to do it without killing yourself.
Document our trip like a diary.
Makes things a little less frustrating.
She's doing much better already.
Yeah, but she's still very weak. I don't expect her to remember much of the journey.
We're almost done with the supply list. Firebird's still looking into transportation. We'll need a dependable vehicle.
You're right. And I didn't expect that part to be easy.
Maybe Black November can help out.
I'd rather have as little to do with them as possible. We got the guns. That's more than enough. I'm gonna check on the home. Let me know when the supplies are done.
Got it.
So that little recording we just listened to is another thing, another one of the collectible types in the game. It gives you some insight into the world, into the backstory. It's a nice little thing to, you know, probably cuts down their costs of having to produce more cutscenes and things like that, but still gives you the satisfaction of knowing what the heck is going on in this world. Birdman has a delivery run for you. These form the backbone of the runner trade, and it's a simple but effective way to deliver information while avoiding conglomerate scrutiny.
You're back. Remember, in this community, you're only as good as people think you are. No matter how good you actually are. It's a bit silly, all this peacocking and posturing.
Oh, great. Running.
And you did good time, too. One thing left and we're done.
Noah said something about a delivery?
Bread and butter of our trade. I happen to have a small package I need dropped off. You can pick it up over there.
Okay, one more run for the Birdman. So these guys, throughout the city there are these delivery units.
You should see the delivery point on your map.
Or delivery points, sorry.
I remember when you had to make do with an address and what was in your own damn head.
Was definitely tempted to try running through that door rather than take the pipe. Doesn't feel like it's going to be faster when I do that. Plenty of time to spare.
I just got confirmation that the package has been delivered, Faith. Seems to me you're as ready as you'll ever be. And yes, I do have a beat link now. Prefer not to use it much. You never can tell who's listening in.
Okay, are we done with Birdman? Not yet. Let's head back. We'll finish up Birdman and then we will end the video. Seems fitting. Okay. There we go. A couple little slip-ups there. Birdman used to be a runner, and he's seen Cascadia transform under conglomerate tyranny. He might be a grumpy old bastard, but he's always been there for you, and that counts for something in this city. If he needs help, it's definitely worthwhile checking out what he needs doing.
Hey, what's the beat?
You tell me, girl. I try to avoid the news as much as I can. Hypocrisy and fear-mongering, all of it. I could use some help, though.
What do you need?
2 of my birds have gone missing. I'd go look for them myself, but I've come to accept that I'm not as nimble as I used to be. What are you smiling at? Anyway, their locator beacons are still active. If you could find out what happened to them, I'd be grateful.
I'll find them for you.
Thank you. The first beacon is not too far from here.
Time to find some birds. The last...
should be easy to locate. Just follow the increase in frequency.
I was going to say, in the last video I mentioned I didn't know what VTOL was.
Both of them. But at least you can recover the message capsules.
I'm hearing
and
something.
Thalia always were easily distracted.
Where are we going? He's here somewhere. Yeah, I mentioned what VTOLs, that I didn't know what a VTOL was, and I did know what it was, I just absolutely forgot. It stands for vertical and or short takeoff and landing. So it's stuff like a Harrier jet, a helicopter kind of thing. This bugger. He's up here. There he is.
Found Arado. He's dead. Shot. I'm sorry.
I understand. Please take the message capsule if it's still there.
Got it.
Thank you. See if you can find Thalia.
You'll hear those little beeping noises as we run past security cameras. If you linger too long, they can read that you're not on the grid, and they'll send some security guards to your position.
Or if they were just shooting them for sport.
Everything in this game is designed to keep you moving, including the combat system, which, again, I really think is awesome. How they managed to pull it off quite well. You found Arato dead, probably killed by K-Sec. Luckily, you did manage to recover her message capsule, and Birdman then sent you on to find Thalia. Let him know when you do.
Talia found. Also dead. And the capsule was gone.
That's not good. She was coming in from Neridia Nova. Can you look around a bit?
Sure.
Neridia Nova sounds very sci-fi. Thinking that's one of our first indicators that we are not in Kansas anymore. Sounds like I'm supposed to be up there. And that's what happens if you don't press control when you land.
Another runner was here.
Another runner? Maybe they have the capsule.
I found the capsule. Another runner hid it. Left a cabal mark I haven't seen before.
Well, I owe them thanks regardless. And you, Faith? Thank you. Now I need to train 2 new birds.
Okay, it looks like that might be it for Birdman. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to end the video here. Thanks for tuning in, and next time we meet up, we will be visiting our old friend, Nomad. Ciao for now.